Wherever you are, get comfortable. And you can be sitting in a chair or laying down on the bed or the floor. And when you get comfortable, close your eyes. And no matter what is holding your body up, if it's a chair, a bed, the floor, or a yoga mat, just kind of acknowledge that during this time that we're going to spend together working on forgiveness, you are safe. Your body is supported. And you can relax and go deeper into the layers of what it is that is in our brain, in our bodies. There is memory from past experiences that is embedded into our bodies. And when we can relax and keep our awareness bright, we shine a light on those layers. And we begin to recognize how we can change them and even remove them. And of course, then creating new habits or programs that are in alignment with your goals or obstacles you want to overcome. So you're super relaxed. You feel safe. And just quickly scan your body and see if you're holding on to any tension. And if you are, just be aware of it. You don't need to focus on it. You just make a little note that it's there. And as we go deeper into these layers, you're going to have a chance to remove that or transform it. So you're feeling safe. Your body is rested. You are aware of any blocks or pain or resistance. And now slow your breathing down through your nose. 4 or 5 seconds on the inhale. 4 or 5 seconds on the exhale. And breathe deeper and slower than you normally do. And then here's the best part of getting your body into heart and brain, whole body, whole soul or energy, coherence. So you're totally relaxed, you feel safe, your breathing is slow and deep, and you put a little inner smile on your face. You can tilt your lips up or the corners of your mouth. And that inner smile is so powerful because that smile is you choosing to elevate your sense of awareness, the feelings in your being that allow you to perceive reality. When you put that gentle smile on your face, you immediately feel a positive flow of energy. And when you feel that flow, your heartbeat will literally radiate and emanate that feeling that the smile creates. And so now take your head and just imagine that your head is in your heart. So you're breathing, your nose is there, your mouth with the inner smile. And as you inhale through your nose, envision like you're breathing, inhaling from your heart. Into your heart on the inhale, out of your heart on the exhale. And so basically, instead of breathing the way we normally do through our face and our head, we are choosing to breathe that feeling of the elevated smile. And we're feeling that going into our heart and exhaling out of our heart. And when you focus your breathing into your heart, you can relax and you can feel the feelings of this energy that you're creating by choice alone. That inner smile and the feeling that it creates as you breathe into your heart and you exhale out of your heart, that energy begins to affect your entire body chemistry, everywhere. And you return to a state of being as if you were a child, and childlike, not childish. You feel awe and wonder as a child. You feel happy. You're smiling. You're trying to discover and have new experiences. And there's a clarity of consciousness in all of us that children have before they learn to speak, before we learn to have all these belief systems about the world. There is pure consciousness with nothing impeding it or in the way. And then as we grow older, we start to forget that amazing connection we had to life, to our bodies, our hearts, as children. And so what happens in most cases is that we're a young child, we're happy, we're uplifted, and then at some point something happens. Maybe somebody talked down to you. Maybe it was extreme abuse or even mild abuse. Or it could be something as simple as not fitting in with others and then feeling rejected by that. Whatever it was, some kind of trauma or some kind of intense feeling of resistance caused you to go out of balance, to move out of that coherent state of pure consciousness with awe and wonder that you feel in your heart and in your whole body. That's actually our natural state. But when something happens that imbalances us, we start to go into a downward spiral where the intensity of the initial experience, or if it's an ongoing series of experiences of being subjected to something that knocked you off balance, you go into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn when we go into those fight or flight responses where we are just overdosed with the hormones of stress. And the longer we stay in that, the more we begin to feel the feeling, and our body chemistry literally becomes addicted to that feeling. And so when we go out of balance and go into that state where stress hormones are just pumped out through our being, we begin to lose our sense of self, that happy, pure, childlike state that we can live with our entire lives, but that so few do, that they begin to adopt a negative attitude or feeling victimized. And of course, if you don't know the terrain to move through it and process it, it ends up getting stuck inside of us as literal energy, as feelings. We may not be conscious of it all the time, but it's in there. It's a vibration. It's a frequency. And if we don't know how to detect that and feel it and process it and move forward, then we start to think that there's something wrong with us. And when we feel like we are lost or in pain or don't like or love ourselves, it can be very hard to forgive yourself. But most of that happened and you were unconscious of it. So now you are choosing to become conscious of what you once buried inside of you. And if you can feel that feeling that makes you think or feel like you can't forgive yourself, you can. Because now that you're conscious of creating your own program or your own belief system, the very same energy that caused the issue in the first place can be used consciously to create a new and uplifted state of being called heart and brain coherence. And then, of course, from there, all the other organs of your body start to get in sync with your heartbeat. And the more you do this, the more those states of awe and wonder and joy come back to us. And when you start to live your life with those feelings, then you eventually come to a place or a point in your life where you realize that you can forgive yourself. And you can realize that all of the old programs, all of the defenses that we put up around others, or that we project into our immediate present and future, if we're always putting out energy that is made with the hormones of stress, then we are creating a future based on that energy. But when we return back to a state of internal coherence, and we get good at sustaining it just like we did naturally as children, then we are then projecting that energy into our immediate now and future. And that leads to a lot of self-development and growth and the ability to forgive yourself and the ability to forgive others. You're not forgiving them for their benefit. You are forgiving it for yourself. so that you no longer hang on to that old energy of negative energy that you didn't even know you were projecting out at them. And so if you're in a victim mode, you're feeding that negative energy to the person or place or thing that initially caused it. And when you realize that you're not a victim, then you recognize that these people that hurt you, they don't even deserve your negative attention. And so you're calling your energy back. Even all the stuff that you put up as boundaries, that's your energy. And you can do whatever you want with it. And so bring that energy back to you. Make a choice to commit to loving yourself, to elevating your body chemistry simply from slowing your breathing down, relaxing your body, and putting that little inner smile or a big smile on your face and feeling all of these elements working together to break you out of those old patterns of fight, flight, freeze, and fawn, and into a new habit that is returning to that natural state of being, not the one that's so stressed out, but the natural state of being that allows you to forgive yourself, forgive others, and then your self-esteem and your self-confidence begins to develop by creating a conscious habit of these simple elements. And the more you do that, the more you project that energy into your world around you. And that energy will attract the right or the healthy people, places, or things that allow you to elevate and move beyond your own chaos. And when you get good at doing this, all of those old energies that are in your body, that are in your subconscious, that are in your energy field, they begin to leave because you're not feeding them with negative attention or victimized energy. And this is simply a habit. And it's a habit beyond worth developing. So before we come out of this, I want you to do a quick personal assessment and just notice if you can be relaxed in your body and if you can slow your breathing down and put that little inner smile on your face and feel the effects of it in your body. That's the formula. And even as you get up and move on from doing this meditation, you have the ability to develop this simple habit of those 3 elements. And they will change your life, and you will attract people, places, and things that are in direct correlation to that elevated sense of self and self-awareness that you are choosing to create by forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and allowing you to step into the best version of yourself, who you know you can be, and that you are fully committed to sustaining these states of beings that turn into habits. And so when you're ready, take your hands, rub them together so they're nice and hot, and then take the palms of your hands, put them over your eyes, and notice if you see anything, any flashes, geometries, anything. And if you don't see anything, that's totally fine. But if you do, just be aware of that. And when you're ready, you can shut this off and go about your day. And please like, love, share this information. Let's get it out there to the masses, because the more that enough of us as adults create this internal coherence, the more it influences everybody and everything that we come into contact with. Thank you so much for your time.